All right, the Relationship Foundation of Virginia realizes the strength of our community starts with healthy, happy families. They are hosting a Father Christmas event to recognize local dads, and you have a chance to nominate someone special. Chris Beach, Executive Director of the organization, is here with all the details. Good to see you again.
Thanks for having me out.
This is a new name for it wasn't always called the Relationship Foundation, was it?
No, it was First Things First of Greater Richmond. We wanted to change the name so people truly knew what we were doing in this building stronger relationships for the Commonwealth.
Well, we mentioned, Father Christmas, and you're looking for dads, but not just any dad. You want to help some particular dads, right?
Yes, well, the reason we started this is because during the Christmas holidays, one of the most important things for a dad to do is take care of their children for Christmas. And we wanted to recognize great dads who might be facing some financial hardships during the holiday season. And in doing so, we want to not only recognize them with a great lunch at the Jefferson, but we want to give them a $100 gift card that they can use for their children on Christmas.
So this looks like to me this would be kind of a two-phase deal. You take them out, you tell them they're doing a great job, you reward them with a beautiful lunch at the Jefferson,
Yes.
and then you give them $100 and then go out and buy some for the kids. Let's take this step by step. You're a dad, you were telling me, how many boys do you have?
4 boys.
Four boys. I just had the twins, and that was enough. If you're a dad, it is a job, we always say mom does a lot of the heavy lifting and dad's kind of come in and rescue stuff, but you have to know that you are a big part of a kid's life, and if you don't have your head right, that's not going to work, is it?
You're definitely correct with that. I like to say a boy will lead if a dad will follow, and you got to have those dads in the life to push the boys in the right direction. And once you get those boys going in the right direction and become young men, they truly take over, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, because you're not teaching them to be boys. You're teaching them to be men, and they will get there eventually. And how that all turns out really does depend on a dad.
Exactly.
All right, so you take these dads in. What are some of the things you've seen happen with some of these dads?
Well, the greatest thing that I saw last year is there was not a dry eye in the house. It was wonderful, and every single father that was nominated last year and came out were so humble. They said, we're just doing our job. We're a dad. We're supposed to be doing this. This is not something we should be rewarded for, but it's great to get the recognition. And the greatest thing was hearing them, the people who nominated them, who get to come, by the way, with them to the event, which is awesome, which is key. But one of the great things that people said is, why don't you use it on yourself? And every single day I said, no, this is for the family.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they're dad.
Exactly. Everything goes back to that family.
I go back to that situation that happened a lot of time at the dinner table, and there was a little something extra, and Dad got a big helping, and before you know it, he's doling out
everything out.
It
kids eat
happens all the
first.
time. Yeah.
Exactly.
It happens all the time. All right, let's talk about some of the programs you do for kids too, because that's a part of it as well.
Right. We're actually in the middle school, a lot of the middle schools, 7 Richmond middle schools and Henrico middle schools, and we're working our way into Hanover and Chesterfield. But what we truly do is we go into the middle schools and teach children how to be in healthy relationships. And the first thing that people go to is when you talk about healthy relationships, they're talking about like going out with somebody. It's not that. We're talking about how teens can talk to other teens, how to interact with other people, how to interact with adults, how to interact with your teachers. So when they grow up, they have a better understanding of how to interact with each other, building those stronger relationships.
Knowing how it's supposed to
exactly, how it's supposed to go.
Not necessarily what they heard in the hall in the 8th grade.
Exactly,
yeah.
Exactly. And social media, it's even worse today.
Yeah,
so.
a lot worse. All right, how can, you said these people nominate folks.
Right.
Is there any parameters at all? Obviously, dads who are having a little bit of a problem.
No. You just go on to fatherchristmasrva.org, and the thing that really gets our attention is telling us a story. We've had a lot of people writing in and said, I love my dad, he's a great dad. But the biggest thing is, tell me why he's a great dad. Tell me why you want to nominate him for this award. And those are the ones that really pull on the heartstrings. Those are the people that are going to win.
And it could be the guy down the street who's pulling 2 shifts and being a great dad.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Obviously. Thank you very much for doing that.
Well, thank you for having me.
Very important. The deadline to nominate a deserving dad is this Wednesday, December the 14th, and the Father Christmas event is coming up on Friday, December 23rd, just in time for some last-minute shopping. It's from 11:30 till 1 at the Jefferson Hotel. We'll post a link with all the details on our show website early this afternoon at WTVR.com/VTN.